All right, sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And wow, many thanks and major compliments to all of our speakers today. Adam crushed it on service events, and I really love how you can really feel that the intention or the motive behind Adam's, passion for service events. It's not about the money, it's not about the sales. I mean, yeah, sure, those are the benefits, but it's really about providing world-class service for his clients. Like elevating the service experience that our clients have in order to earn their attention and earn the loyalty, right? And then you listen to Luke, and it's really all about, hey, how are you strategically identifying who your best clients are? And then what kind of communication approach or what kind of marketing plan are you putting in place for your absolute best clients to make them feel special and really honor them for being such great clients for you? Like, what are you doing above and beyond everybody else to go out on a limb and actually do something to show appreciation at a higher level than you normally do for all your other clients, for your absolute best clients, to make them feel special, to make them feel honored, to make them feel loved and appreciated? And then you hear Brian talking about social media and how, hey, listen, it's just a new, creative, different way to engage people at a higher level, but it's not about driving sales. It's about building community. It's about building a tribe, and it's about finding a way to get your best clients involved with you through platforms that exist that aren't going away, right? And I love how everybody's talking about, these creative ways to do it, and how nobody is talking down email or talking down phone calls or talking down text messages in order to make what they're talking about look better. Instead, what everybody is saying is they're saying, hey, listen, email's here, people use it. Texting is here, people use it. Phones are here, people still answer them. Like, people still have mailboxes and they still check their mail. People also have social media platforms, so we should pay attention to that as well. They all work together, they all work in conjunction. We should be utilizing all of them at the highest level possible so that we are building attention and we're also deepening loyalty. And the whole idea there is to make that window of attention and loyalty as wide as possible through our strategic approaches to our clients, so that when we run a promotion, when we want to throw a promotion at that window and say, hey, I got a sale going on, hey, come see me at the fair, there's more people paying attention and more people wanting to act on that than ever before, because we've increased that attention and because we've deepened that loyalty. So what I want to share with you today is the 1 2-minute conversation that I have with every single client every single time to set the stage to earn that loyalty from the get-go. And if you haven't done the work to get this into your business, I got to tell you, you're leaving a ton of business on the table. You're leaving so much on the table. You're not just leaving sales on the table and income on the table. You're leaving relational capital on the table. You're leaving the speed at which your customers engage with you over and over again on the table. You're leaving so much in terms of their opportunity to experience your best you as much as possible on the table. And you're really doing your clients a disservice. Trust me, you want what I'm about to share with you in your business. And you may have heard me speak about it before. So whether or not this is review for you or this is brand new for you, I challenge you to look at it differently than you've ever looked at it before. Don't make it something that you'll do someday when you have time or you'll get around to it. Make it something you do right now. Make it something you do tonight. Make it something that even if you already have it in place, you're thinking about it at another level based on what I share with you today, and you're challenging yourself to make it even better than it already is. So what I want to talk to you about today is the famous let go. And before I do that, I want to share with you that I had 3 customers this week, just in the last 4 days alone, 3 customers this week who didn't buy from me at the fairs in past years. One of them didn't buy from me at the fair in 2016. One of them didn't buy from me at the fair in 2018. One of them didn't buy from me at the fair back in 2010. And they all just bought from me for the very first time this past week. And I have so many more past clients buy from me sooner and more often because of the foundation that this 1 2-minute conversation, sets before they leave me, whether they leave me at the booth or they're leaving me at the phone or they're leaving me, I'm leaving them from their home. I believe that one of the reasons my customers self-identify around the country, like I get texts from people in New Jersey and Maine and Washington and Florida and, New Hampshire and the boondocks of North Carolina and, the mountains of Colorado and the deserts of Arizona and, the tiny little farm towns in California. People text me all the time saying, met one of your customers today, taking pictures. I got a picture from while I was in New Zealand last year from a guy on the East Coast who said, hey, him and one of my gold clients, and he's like, guess what? He just bought, 4 ultimate sets for his kids. And I was like, there is no way Rick Miller would have done that. What the hell? And I remember texting him being like, are you sure? And he's like, we were just joking. It was Rick's idea. I was like, oh, that's so good. You got me, right? So the reason my customers self-identify, I believe, around the country as fast as Curtis and Mike Dowitts do is because I do this and I do it consistently with every client. Mike and Curtis, they're memorable people. They're hard to forget. But, I know, and I'm cool with it. Like, I understand that I'm mostly average, like the rest of us in this group, like the rest of us in, Cutco, like the rest of us for the most part. We're all mostly average, which means we have to work a little harder at earning that shit from our customers, at earning that attention, at earning that memorability, at earning that. Steven Decker, he's a lot of extra, right? He's got it. The guy knows what's going on. But, Josh Mueller, like, I don't have that. Like, I'm just normal. So I got to work a little harder to earn that from my clients. So here's how I do it. First, we got to understand what it's about, right? The goal of the famous Let Go is to earn deeper loyalty from every experience by creating a very specific feeling for every single client, whether they buy or not. Whether they buy or not. So the goal, again, is to earn deeper loyalty from every client experience, from every sales experience and every client by creating a very specific feeling for them, whether they buy or not. So let me share the framework with you. It's very simple. I call it the AIR framework, A-I-R. Why do I say that? Well, it's A-I-R because the way I see this and the reason I remember to do it and I hold myself accountable at a disciplined level to make sure it's always part of the conversation is because, every customer, when they leave a sales conversation, the average normal sales conversation is this. Okay, cool. Here's your receipt. Here's my business card. Call me anytime. Have a great day. Bye. Right? And like, what is the value of that to the client? It's like, it's so ho-hum. It's so like the same with every single person. Well, I don't want to be everybody else. I want to be part of the 1%. I want to be world-class. I want my clients to feel different because the research shows that clients remember most the way you made them feel in the last couple minutes of the conversation. So I don't want them to just feel like, oh, I got a receipt and a business card. Okay, I wonder if I made a great decision. I just met them like 10 minutes ago and I spent thousands of dollars. Like, was that smart of me? I don't really know. And then they get home and they tell their friends I bought Cutco and they're like, you did what? You spent what? And their friends have never heard of Cutco, or all they've heard is like the crappy story of some college kid who failed at the job because they just didn't follow the program or didn't do the work. And so they're like, oh my God, I heard that's a scam. Like, I don't know. Are you sure? And then all of a sudden they're like, I don't know. Did I make a bad decision? And then they cancel their order, right? Well, I want to avoid that by creating a specific feeling in the last 2 minutes. I want my customers walking away feeling like they're walking on air, like they're surrounded by clouds, like the experience they just had feels better than any other sales experience they've ever had before, and like there's no way that they're ever not going to feel that way about it. And I do that by breathing air back into them right before they leave. So they're not questioning whether or not they made the right decision. They're not questioning how they get a hold of me moving forward. And they're certainly not questioning the way that I made them feel and whether or not I appreciated their time. So how do we do that? Number one, you have to affirm. You have to affirm the decision that they're making today, whether they're deciding to buy something or they're deciding to think about buying something. Always affirm their decision, because what affirming their decision does, it makes them confident that they made a good decision. So you have to ask yourself, like, why do you believe your clients are making a good decision by investing their time and their dollars with you today? Why do you believe that your clients who are choosing not to buy are making a good decision, even considering Cutco for themselves and their future today? Write it down. Articulate that for yourself. so that you can then reflect it back to the customer. The second step, or the second piece of the AIR framework with the famous let go, is instruct. We must instruct our clients. We must instruct them on what to expect from us moving forward and how to communicate with us when they need to. Doing this makes it very clear on how we're going to approach them from this point forward, and makes it very clear for them the way we want them to engage with us when they need to. So we want to instruct them. What do they do if they need service? What do they do if they have a question? What do they do if they have a problem? What do they do if they have a friend who wants to buy something? What do they do if they want to buy more? All of these things are important to consider. We also, and what do they do? How do we want them to communicate with us? What do they do when they see another Cutco booth? What do they do when they talk to another Cutco person? What do they do when they get pitched a deal? What do they do when that other Cutco person says, oh yeah, I know them, I work with them all the time, and then continues to pitch them? What do they do for you? And then we have to help them understand what to expect from us. How are we going to stay in touch with them? How are we going to communicate with them? What are we going to be sending them from this point forward? What should they expect next? What should they do when their order arrives? What should they do when they get an email from us? What should they do when they get a text message from us? What should they do when we send them a video? What should we do? What should they do when we send them a recipe? What should we do? What should they do when we highlight a featured product of the month? What should they do when we ask them to like our Facebook or our Instagram page? What should they do when we offer them an opportunity to get into a drawing? What should they do when they watch our videos? We should think about these things, write these things down, get really clear on how they work within our business, and then actually start expressing and articulating this information to our client. And then finally, the R in the AIR framework of the famous let go is recognize. Recognize, recognize, recognize. The reason this is important is because it leaves our customers feeling appreciated and feeling special. And you guys have heard me share it before, but I'm going to share it again because it's that damn important. Studies show more people go to bed in the world hungry for more appreciation in their life than there are people in the world who go to bed hungry for food. And to me, that's just sad. So I've made a decision that I want to be an agent for appreciation in our world. And so I can never thank someone enough. I can never appreciate someone I can never thank someone too much. I can never appreciate someone too much. There's no such thing. So it just makes sense to honor and appreciate them for their time, for their trust, for their dollars, for their consideration, for the opportunity to have a conversation with them today, even if that's all that it was. So appreciate your clients. Make them feel special. Make them feel honored. Make them feel really amazing and really good about the time that they spent with you today. And in doing so, earn the loyalty from them because they feel affirmed and they feel confident and clear on your instructions on what to do moving forward from this point. And they feel recognized and honored and appreciated. So I want to take a minute here to just role play for you my famous let go. And I'm going to role play it the way that it is off the top of my head in this moment, in this space right now. And I'll tell you right now that it varies from customer to customer. I try to hit certain points and certain benchmarks and certain milestones or, golden nuggets within my approach with every client every time. But depending on the environment, depending on the client, depending on whether they're buying or not, depending on their particular situation and what they've expressed as most important to them, it may vary a little bit. I may tweak it or tailor it a little bit just to them and adapt it based on the client in front of me at the moment, based on whether I'm on the phone selling to them, or I'm at the booth face-to-face with them, or I'm in their home, or it's someone on my team representing me on behalf of them, or representing, me, our team and our brand on their behalf. It all changes, and it all is similar but different at the same time. And I'm telling you this because I want you to know that that is okay. I think so many people get stuck in getting it perfect or getting it right or getting every word memorized word for word and getting it the exact same every single time. And I just need you to know that it's okay if it's not. When you watch the masters at work, like I've seen Curtis do a few hundred customer interactions now. And while there are consistencies start to finish, I can also tell you it's never the same exactly. Because Curtis knows his shit so well that he's able to adapt and he's able to be a chameleon and become one with the customer in the moment, which is why his customers are so loyal to him. One of the reasons why, not the only reason, just one. It's one of the reasons why he's so good at what he does. So here's my role play. All right, so we just wrapped up the order. Hey, Mrs. Jones, really appreciate your order today. Thank you so much. Here's your receipt. Here's a card. By the way, here's my little, this is a little trifold. People always ask me like what knives are for and like, do I have anything that's like instructions on their different knives? So I'm gonna give this to you too because it has all the different knives in it and what to use them for. On the back, there's more information about those programs and those packages that we talked about you utilizing in the future today. And on the front is my business card, and on the back is an explanation of all of our service programs. So now, before you go, Luke, I just need you to know a couple things about what to expect from me moving forward and how you should be interacting with me if you need to when you need me in the future, okay? So here's the thing, couple things. Number one, I just wanna say, I really believe you're making an awesome decision today. That complete set that you just invested in, you're gonna love it. You're gonna, like when you get it, you wanna unpack it, start using it right away, and you're gonna notice how sharp they are. Yeah, they're expensive, but you're gonna feel in very little time like this is the absolute best investment you've ever made. And really honestly, like your friends and your family may question it and call you crazy, but you'll be able to stand there and tell them they're the crazy ones for not having it. And so I just wanna say, I'm really proud of you for making this decision and this investment in yourself today, and I know you're going to love this. Or I'm really proud of you for making this investment in all these sets for all your children, because as they grow up and get older and start getting married and you start handing them out, this is going to be the one gift they'll have for the rest of their lives, and you'll be the one who gave it to them. Or whatever. You can frame it however you need to based on what they're ordering. I feel like you're making a great decision today, Luke, even considering Cutco, and I'm really looking forward to being the person who gets the call when you are ready to make that investment in yourself and your kitchen. Now I'm going to go into instructing. Now, a couple things that you need to know about what to expect from me moving forward, and a couple things that I need you to do for me in the future so that I can make sure I'm serving you at the highest level. Number one, I send out emails once a month that have recipes and featured knives in them. I recommend you read the emails because I'm always hearing from my customers how much they appreciate them because they're learning how to use their knives better. There's great recipes, there's knives, there's instructions on how to use your knives. Sometimes I might link a video. Also, usually once a month I do a drawing and I give away free Cutco to my clients. And so in the email newsletter every month is an instruction on how to get in the drawing. Make sure you look for that and follow those instructions so I can get you in my drawings because you might win something. Also, check out the videos, leave comments. I recommend you go look at my YouTube channel and subscribe so that anytime I post new videos, you get notifications on that. And also, in case you miss an email, I'm going to send you a text message once a month too with the link to the recipe or a link to the video that we're featuring that month. And then just so you know, if I'm ever coming to your area for an event like this, if I'm ever going to be in your area for sharpening or service, I'm going to email you or text you to let you know about that. So make sure you're checking and paying attention to those emails and texts. I don't spam people, and I definitely don't want to waste your time. So I'll never send you stuff just to fill your inbox, okay? I only send you stuff that's of value to you. And then, 3 times a year, I run a big sale because my clients are always following up with me and asking, hey, when's the best time to order? When's the best time to order? When's the best time to order? Well, the best time to order is always during my sales. And I do a spring, I do a summer, and I do a holiday sale. So I will always email you and text you a couple times just to let you know that that's happening and to remind you when the deadlines are to get your order in if you want to order during those sales. And hey, if you're ever good during a sale, just let me know you're all good and I'll make sure not to send you the reminders. Cool? All right, great. Here's the other thing. You're going to see Cutco booths and other Cutco people out in the world. And when you do, just make sure you always mention Josh is your guy, because that will unlock your preferred customer specials. And of course, I always appreciate your loyalty and reward you for it. So I always appreciate when you tell the other Cutco people that you want me to get credit for it. And it's okay if you don't buy from them if they tell you that I'm not going to get credit. Just take a picture of what you're looking at, send it to me, and I'll always honor a great price for you. Sound good? Okay, awesome. Now, a couple things. If you need to order, if you need service, if you have a friend or family member who wants Cutco and needs to know how to get a hold of me, if you have a question, if you're having a struggle, if anything's not working the way that you expect it to, call me, email me, or text me anytime. I'm never too busy to take care of my customers, and I want you to make sure you're getting world-class service and that you feel really great about your Cutco. Cool? All right, awesome. Now, here's the deal. Before you go, Sally, I just need you to know, Luke, I really appreciate you guys. Like, the fact that you spent this time with me today means the world to me. And I'm able to live a great lifestyle and travel all over the world and accomplish my goals year after year after year and grow my business and run one of the largest distributorships in the world because of my customers. And so just the fact that you trust me to give me your time and your dollars, your two most valuable resources, just means the world to me. And I just want you to know that I really honor and appreciate that, and I really value that. And I'm just so happy for you, and I'm so excited for you. And I just want you to know before you go that I really love and appreciate the opportunity to be of service to you. So please reach out anytime. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Have a corn dog. And by the way, if there's something you see that you think I should see before the show's over, make sure you come back and let me know. I'd love to hear about it, okay? Have an awesome day. Send me pictures of your knives. I'll see you next time. That's it, right? Now, it may sound long and drawn out, but I just timed it. It was 3.5 minutes. And I'll tell you, it is the most valuable 3.5 minutes I invest into every customer conversation. And I consistently get customers who compliment the way that I make them feel. I'm always asking, Luke, you've been loyal to me for 15 years. Why? Well, Josh, you make me feel like nobody else makes me feel. That's the famous let go. And you stay in touch with me. You told me you were going to stay in touch with me. And honestly, I was like, yeah, right. Everybody says that, but nobody does. But then you're one of the few people that actually followed through and did what you said you're going to do. And you did it exactly the way you said you were going to do it. And so, yeah, I get a lot of texts and emails from you. And sure, you call me, a few times a year when you probably don't need to. But I appreciate it. I expected it. And I just appreciate you follow through on what you say you're going to do. That is what I hear most consistently. And it all starts with the famous let go. So check this out. I got a worksheet that actually will walk you through step by step the questions you need to answer and the exercises you need to go through to create your own famous let go from scratch. You can do it. You can go back and listen to this recording, and you can actually listen to what I say and create that for yourself if you want to, based on what I say. I don't care. But to wrap this up, here's what you need to know. It takes work to think through it. And it takes practice to get it beyond clunky and kind of uncomfortable and awkward. It also changes over time as you evolve your business, as you identify your ideal client better and better, and as your priorities continue to evolve as you evolve through life. It's easier, and I'm here to tell you, it's easier to update and adapt it once you have it. So stop waiting for things to be perfect and just get it done right now. You have the opportunity to do that. Heck, it looks like we might, luckily, finish a little early today. So maybe you could take 5 or 10 minutes at the end of today's call, whether we finish early on time or 5 or 10 minutes over, to get this done and do the work for yourself. But here's what will happen. When you get it done and you start implementing it, you'll be able to watch people start to show up, already framed, already ready, better than ever in the months and years to come, ready to buy, ready to invest in those packages and those programs you talk to them about utilizing, and feeling really great about your relationship. And they'll show up sooner, and they'll show up more often than you're used to right now, simply because you took 3.5 minutes to make them feel like $1 million right before they walked away. Thank you very much. That's all I got for you.